YouTube, what's happening? What is happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let's make sure we get all set up here. All right. Get the iPad actually in position. Perfect. Okay. And let's go on Instagram. We're actually about to, phone is about to die. Let's see. Make sure we don't die while we're live on Instagram. We are on day 26. What's up, Facebook? What is happening? All right. And Instagram, what's happening? What's happening? All three. What's up, Grind Harder TV? Happy that you're on here. We are on day 26 of this series. We're almost done. We're wrapping up Saturday we're wrapping up. But what's good, O'Neal? What's happening? What's good, Christo Buys Houses? What's up? What's up? What's up, Herbert? What's happening? We're on day 26 of this 31 Days of 31 Ways series. So yeah, definitely keep the likes coming. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and hit that like button, that share button as well on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that as well. Before we start here, what's up, Kenneth? What's happening? I want to go ahead and just get some stuff out the way. Let me copy this on Facebook. What's up, Nabil? How's it going up there in DC? So, all right, let me go ahead and drop this. Boom. I want to do something special for you guys. Today is Monday. You guys know the ebook is coming out Saturday on the 31st, right? And so what I'm going to do is whoever pre-orders the ebook, I'm going to do a random drawing Wednesday. And we're gonna do a random drawing. I had to pin that comment on Instagram and Facebook. But whoever pre-orders the ebook, and Wednesday we're gonna do a drawing for whoever pre-orders the ebook, and they will be able to have an hour strategy session with me. So usually an hour is around like $97. So I mean, that's a $97 value. You guys can get an hour of me and we can talk about your business, talk about getting you going in the right direction as far as wholesaling or as far as real estate investing goes. So all you have to do is pre-order the book, the ebook. It's $10 right now. It will be going up on the 31st when we drop it. So like I said, wanted to get that out the way, and let's go ahead and jump into the content. Today is day 26 of this 31 Days of 31 Ways to Find Wholesale Deals series. So today we are going to be talking about contacting tax default houses. All right, so now before we get into this information is all market specific. So as far as Louisiana, now tax defaults, how that goes, they have a redemption period of like 3 years for our state. Now I know it's totally different for like Texas and other states. So I think I was talking to somebody last week, and it was like they said something about like 6 months, maybe 6 months to a year for the redemption period. So regardless, you know, take this information, do some research for your market, but to contact tax default houses, so delinquent houses, so people that haven't paid their taxes, those people are motivated to sell their property. All right, so we ran across a couple of these types of deals, motivated sellers, and they are very, very motivated because most of the time it's inherited property, and they don't even know that they have taxes due. So they are very, very motivated to sell that property. And then plus, like I said, it's an inherited property most of the time, and they just don't have the cash to, you know, to pay the taxes. And most time they're out of state or they're out of town, and they're absentee. So most of the time they are really willing to sell the property for almost little to nothing. So you can get real good deals for tax delinquent, tax default houses. All right. Now, as far as getting in contact with these houses, you got to do some research. You got to do some research as far as your area. Like I said, it's market specific. So you want to go to your tax assessor. You want to see who's behind on taxes. You can usually, in our market, you can see who's behind on taxes from the tax assessor. So it can say, you know, it's like adjudicated properties. And then as far as doing in-depth research, you can ask your closing attorney or your title company to do like some preliminary research to see if that property is actually at tax sale. So it's like tax sales go on like in Louisiana, when Lafayette, I think it's like every April or every May, something like that. Like I said, it's really market specific. So every city, every county, every parish, every state is really, you know, really different. So you guys really have to just do some research. I see some questions coming in. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and drop that. But like I said, it's really specific. You want to do some research, but those are really, really good motivated leads that you can get in contact with. So as well, you guys on Facebook, definitely hit that like button and share this video if you are watching on the replay and watching right now, to get this information out to the masses. Like I said, we've been doing this 31-day series to get information, get value out to the marketplace. But today, the 26th way, we wanted to talk about contacting tax delinquent, tax default houses. All right, those are really, really good leads to contact to possibly wholesale that property. Okay. But now, if you guys have any questions, I'll go ahead and take it. We're about almost 10 minutes in, around 8 minutes, and I think we got a question here. When someone is really willing to sell, about how quickly from start to finish can a deal be closed? That's a good question. I'm gonna just say the quickest that we've closed a property was 4 days. So, you know, we get the contract and we send it over to the attorneys, and cash sales usually go really, really quick. So once they pull the information, the title and everything, and we let them know that we need to do it fast, they can expedite it, put it at the top of the list. And our buyer, you know, if he's using cash, the funds, if it's ready, you know, we can do it in little to 7 days. So that's how fast it can be. But typically it's between like 14 and 30 days. 14 to 30 days. So like I said, I think I addressed this before in some videos before in the series, but some of my buyers get financing. It's still, you know, they're cash buyers, but some of them just have cash on hand. They can just close quickly, you know, in like 5 days. So yeah, I mean, transactions can really go quick. Usually it's between like 14 and 30 days. Let's see. Is it possible to get a phone number for tax default leads, or does it usually involve mailing a letter? It depends. If usually it's mailing, you want to mail. The best way is to mail them. Well, I'm not gonna say the best way. Usually you mail them. All right, so you can mail them a direct mail piece. Now, if you do some more research, you can find their phone number. All right, so that's called skip tracing. So you can, you know, you can actually Google and use different online services to try to find a number that is a working number, and it's their actual contact number. So there's a lot of services out there, like, you know, white pages and stuff like that. But usually, you know, it's hit or miss. You know, some of those numbers actually don't work, but that's what skip tracing is. So you just do the research to just try to get in contact with those people. And then another good tip is to use Facebook. Facebook has so many people that you can find a relative. And I actually found a relative one time. I think it was like the daughter-in-law. She had the seller's phone number. And boom, we got in contact with them. Do you think I should target vacant owned by LLCs? I'll say, okay, all right. So vacant properties owned by LLCs. Typically, we don't. But then again, those are landlords, so they have their LLC, their corporation. I wouldn't stray away from it, you know, because so we just come across LLCs just in our mailings, so we don't really target it as far as cold calling. But I would do it, because if you do get a deal, find that person, they may be willing to sell more properties because they have an LLC and they're an investor, so they may have other properties. So just like, I mean, if you're on my email list, you know that we ran across mobile home park, and the guy's, he's ready to sell his whole portfolio, and his property is in the LLC as well. So, and that came from the vacantmotivatedsellerleads.com. And if you're not on my email list, you know, go to BrandonCalhoun.net and get on that list. We share a lot of information. You could also check and see if the LLC is active, because those can be abandoned as well. That's true. That is true. So you can check and see if those corporations are active with the Secretary of State for your state. You can see if it's active or inactive. So that'll help. Would you recommend focusing on one-on-one, or focusing on one marketing strategy or two marketing strategies? That's a good question. When I first started, it was one marketing strategy. Well, no, it was two. So I was doing signs and I was doing direct mail. So I would probably say two, but don't go more than that, because you'll get too spacey, you get too spread out. You want to be really focused and take over those two marketing strategies. You know, you want to dominate it. I see you be talking about dominate. That's what you need to do. Definitely, it's good to dominate that space, that lane. Real estate Richard said, do you buy too? Do I buy real estate properties? Do I hold properties? Do I have rentals? If that's what you're asking, yes, I do. I have four rentals right now. What's the best site for postcards? I use click2mail.com. That's click2mail.com. That's actually through like the postal service. Can I buy a script from you? I think a big part of my problem is my initial conversation. Yeah. I have a script available. You don't even have to buy it. I think it's, I don't know what video it was. It was a couple days ago. I think I dropped the link for the script. But after this video, just drop your email in the comments, and I can send that to you. I'm doing big numbers, 25 a week, just probates, and now I'm going to 2 different courthouses, 25 a week from those as well. No luck. And you're mailing, so you're mailing 25 a week. That's what you're doing, Grind Harder TV. There you go. Click #2mail.com. There you go. No, you're calling. All right, so you're calling 25 people a week, and you get no luck. And so you went to another one, so you're doing about 50 a week. And you said you were mailing too, I think from another video. Are you mailing as well? Those 25? Not for probate. Okay, yeah, I would mail them too. So I would kind of, you know, I would hit them both ways. I would mail them a postcard. Now, you wanna kind of be passive though. Be passive because I don't understand their situation. So you want to come in as, I mean, just like anything else, you want to come in as you're helping. You know, if they need to sell that property, then you are at their service. So I would kind of structure your message like that. So be passive because, you know, you got to understand their situation. They just lost a loved one. How big are you into ringless voicemails, Mr. Hull? I'm pretty big into ringless voicemails. I actually got I got a product, a course actually coming out about that. That'll be out in April. That'll be out in April, because we're actually about to close on one deal this week from a ringless voicemail lead. So that'll be I think it's like $4,500. So you guys stay tuned for that. No, just did I ringless voicemail the list then cold call it? No, I did not. Nah, just ringless voicemail. We didn't cold call them. Any more questions, you guys? And if you're on this replay, or if you're watching this live, definitely, like I said at the beginning, whoever, we're running a little special right now. Whoever pre-orders the ebook, Wednesday we'll announce who we're picking randomly for a one-on-one session for an hour. So it's like a strategy session. Usually it's $97, but this will be absolutely free. Just all you have to do is pre-order the ebook and you'll be entered to win that. I have a list of 500 and I have Slide Owl. Not sure if I should also call it after I ringless voicemail them. I would say if you're using our message that we do and the type of ringless voicemail that we do, you wouldn't even have to cold call them, because they'll be calling you. You know, our response rate on those ringless voicemails is up to like 20 to 30%. So that's why, like I said, I'm gonna come out. You guys will be able to get something from me in April, 1st of April. What is your message? That's the secret sauce. How frequent to mail out postcards? We do it every month. So I literally, this weekend, I set up my campaign to go out for the next 2 months. So just like in before videos that we've been talking about, I like to I guess pre-order or preset my direct mail, so like 2 months in advance, so I can just, you know, click it and forget it. That's what I like to do. Grindharder. Hey, Grindharder. See, I don't think I see these the comments on YouTube, like when we're live. I don't see them afterwards, after we get off. So once this post, definitely come back and drop your email and I can send that to you. Thanks for the value as always. Maxwell is down the street from me, killing it, trying hard to get on that level. Hey, Max is killing it. He's I I watch his videos. I'm in his group and everything. But you know, it is. You know, I hope you reached out to him, because it's really no competition in this real estate game. So you guys can probably partner up together. You know, just bring him some value. You may bring him a deal, or you can bring him a buyer, and you guys can get some deals done. Is this good? Hey, this is Marquise with Cuyahoga. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry if I'm killing that name. Cash home buyers. If you're interested in selling your property, we're a company here locally that buys houses cash and can close within 10 to 14 days. Call that. Yeah, that's a good message, but we kind of do it differently. We do it a little differently. How can skinny herb buys houses add value to True Value Property Solutions? Partnering. Little man. Let's see. Hold up. We got little man. My son is actually waking up from his nap. So one moment, you guys. See, we got this impromptu. I'm gonna answer that question when I get right back, all right? Make sure he's all right. All right, you guys. We'll take one more question, then I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. I mean, we're almost at 25 minutes anyway. Daddy duties, exactly, you guys. It's real life. But no, that question: how can skinny herb buys houses add value to True Value Property Solutions? Shoot, let's do some deals together. That's the value that we both can bring to each other. Let's do some deals together. And I think that's great. I think that'll be a great way to bring value to each other. But if we don't have any more questions, you guys can actually, if you're on YouTube, once it's posted, you guys can drop a comment and I'll be able to answer that. Also be able, Mr. Hull, I think, go ahead and drop your email once this posts so I can send you that script. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here because little man is waking up. It's probably time to eat. All right, Facebook, I am out. Bring deals. That's right, O'Neil. Let's do some deals together. Let's see. All right, you guys on YouTube, I'm out.